Now, just a little bit on structure of the proposal. I focused this mainly on the NRF, but many funders have similar sort of structure. So it's pretty transportable. Often you would want a covering letter. I called it a covering page, but a covering letter. Just sort of an overall, I'm submitting this on behalf of to funding, whatever, etc., etc. Just like put it in context, one page. Your CV, your academic CV is vital. Remember, track record, I want to see what you've done before. Okay, tailor your CV for the application. Typically, the NRF has a thing called a personal profile. It's a free text box where you can write whatever you want. Adapt that for each particular grant. Make sure that that's showing how you can deliver on their mandate for them. Okay, so it's not just get out the CV and send it. You make that part of your grant. How can your CV help convince people that you're the right bet to take? Okay. In the case of the NRF, it's an online CV, so get registered, because when it comes, you don't have time to complete your whole CV from scratch. When the call comes, have it there ready at any time. Okay, the heart of the proposal often starts with a problem statement, a research question, followed by aims, objectives, rationale and motivation, methods and work plan, outcomes, progress to date, and references on each of them. But before I do that, I want you to always think these things must talk to each other. They must cascade. The problem statement, aims, objective, methodology, work plan, budget. They must be coherent, integrated, cogent. In fact, you can think of an upside-down triangle. The problem statement, research question is often the broadest thing, and it slowly sharpens and focuses down to the budget. The budget is what you're really going to do. That's where the money is. That's what you're going to do. So another way of thinking of this, imagine we're describing football. So you'd start by describing the football pitch and the rules of the game, etc., etc. Then you would talk about what the job of the goalie is, and then where does the goalie work, spend most of his time, and what does the goalie ultimately do, save goals. All right, that type of focus in. Does that make sense? It sounds trivial, but believe me, budgets often end up never looking like the problem statement. So let's say the problem statement is to study the development of a new composite fiber. Okay, very strong, very light, and it means testing equipment, etc., etc. But in your budget, you got 100,000 Rand to go to Mauritius. What's that got to do with that composite fiber? There's no explanation about a conference. You're just going to Mauritius. Okay, it's a silly example, but that's what happens. Believe me, budgets, if they don't speak to your problem statement, take the rug out of the bottom of an application. So make sure that these things gel. Okay.